Hello friends, through this video we will learn the information about work measurement. If you like the video, please do share it and subscribe the channel. Outline of session. Definition. Objectives of WM. Purpose of WM. Uses of WM. Applications of WM. Techniques for WM. References. Work. A job or activity that you do regularly, especially in order to earn money. The place where you do your job. The things that you do especially as part of your job. Measure. The quantity of work involved in each element, in terms of time, using the appropriate work measurement techniques. Work measurement. A process of determining the time that a qualified worker should take to complete a job under normal working condition. Qualified worker. A person who has the necessary physical and mental attributes and at the same time has the appropriate skills and tools to perform the job. Time. The length of time taken to complete the job, usually expressed as labor standard or standard time. Normal working condition. The acceptable working environment in terms of temperature, humidity, lighting, noise, etc. needed to perform the job. Objectives. 1. To establish a labor standard that is the time taken by a qualified worker to perform a job. 2. To produce 1 unit of output by taking into consideration allowances, e.g. time to relax and overcome fatigue, time to set up and warm up machine, etc. Uses of labor standard. Expected production. Staffing needs. Labor costs. Cost and time estimates prior to production. Job scheduling. Basis of wage incentive plan. Efficiency of employees and supervision. Purpose of WM. To reveal the nature and extent of ineffective time, from whatever cause, so that action can be taken to eliminate it, and then to set standards of performance that are attainable only if all avoidable ineffective time is eliminated and work is performed by the best method available. Uses. To compare the efficiency of alternative methods. Other conditions being equal, the method which takes the least time will be the best method. To balance the work of members of teams, in association with the multiple activity charts, so that, as far as possible, each member has tasks taking an equal time. To determine, in association with man and machine multiple activity charts, the number of machines an worker can run. Applications. Ratio delay to determine the activity time percentage for personnel or equipment. E.g. amount of time a machine is running or idle. Performance measurement to develop a performance index for workers. When the amount of work time is related to the quantity of output, a measure of performance is developed. This is useful for periodic performance evaluation. Time standards to obtain the standard time for a task. Techniques for WM. Time study or direct time study. Standard data systems. Work sampling. Computerized work measurement. Predetermined motion time systems. Time study. A WM technique for recording the times and rates of working for the elements of a specified job carried out under specified conditions. Analyzing the data so as to obtain the time necessary for carrying out the job at a defined level of performance. Direct time study, DTs, involves direct observation of a task using a stopwatch or other chronometric device to record the time taken to accomplish the task. The task is usually divided into work elements and each work element is timed separately. While observing the worker, the time study analyst evaluates the worker's performance, pace, and a record of this pace is attached to each work element time. This evaluation of the worker's pace is called performance rating. The observed time is multiplied by the performance rating to obtain the normal time for the element or the task. A standard data system, SDS, is a compilation of normal time values for work elements used in tasks that are performed in a given facility. These normal times are used to establish time standards for tasks that are composed of work elements. An advantage of a standard data system is that a time standard can be set before the job is in production. The normal time values in a standard data system are usually compiled from previous direct time studies, but they may be based on predetermined motion time data, work sampling data, or even historical time records. To use a standard data system, the analyst first identifies the work elements that make up the task together with the values of the work variables respectively for each element. He then accesses the database to find the normal time for each element. The work element values are summed to determine the normal time for the task. As in the other work measurement techniques, an allowance is added to the normal time to compute the standard time. Work sampling uses random sampling techniques to study work situations so that the proportions of time spent in different activities can be estimated with a defined degree of statistical accuracy. Examples of the activities in a work sampling study might include setting up for production, producing parts, machine idle, and so on. A large number of observations over an extended period of time are usually made in order to achieve the desired level of statistical accuracy. The period of the study must be representative of the activities normally performed by the subjects, e.g., workers, machines, and the observations must be made at random times in order to minimize unfairness. For example, if the workers knew when the observations would be made, it might influence their behavior. The objectives in a work sampling study may be to measure machine utilization in a plant or to determine an appropriate allowance factor for use in setting standards in direct time study. Computerized work measurement. The purpose of work measurement and time standards is to improve the productivity of the workers who perform the value-adding tasks of the organization. A number of hardware and software products have been introduced commercially to improve the productivity of the analysts who perform work measurement. These products reduce the amount of time required by the analyst to set a time standard. Computerized products have been developed for all four of the work measurement techniques. References. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please do share it and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please do share it and subscribe the channel.